my daughter had this about 2 or 3 nights ago. In her dream, she was at her school. Now, obviously, she just left 5th grade. She's going into 6th grade, but it doesn't matter. She was in her school. And she said everyone was just having a normal day there. And she said that myself and my other daughter were also there. And as they were in school, they were about to go to another class of theirs. And all of a sudden, it started to get dark. She said it was daylight and it was a normal day, and then all of a sudden it started to get dark. She said that she thought it was becoming nighttime. So, I asked her, but she said that dark clouds were coming in and it was just becoming really dark outside. Then all of a sudden, everyone started moving into the center of the school building. She said there was carpet in the school, I don't know if this means anything, but I'm just going to tell you what she told me in the dream. She said that there's not carpet in the center of the school. It's just all regular floor. But she said that the school seemed to clear out, and then there was carpet, and then on the ground there was a really big, huge circle, she said. And as the circle was there, she said she just had a knowing that all the saved believers started to get into this circle, adults and children alike. And so they all started to get into the circle. She, like I said, she just had a knowing. And then when she looked up, she said that the ceiling was all glass. And what she saw was just the sky was dark, but she saw Aurora lights everywhere. And she said that they were purple and green. She said they were just waving across the sky, like green and purple Aurora lights. And then she said she saw on top of them, in the sky, through the glass, she said that she saw a green line, like when you see the Aurora lights, you see how neon these colors are. They're bright, they're beautiful, they're gorgeous. And she said that this green line showed up on top of the circle, and it opened up into a triangle. Okay, like a big triangle. And she said that all of a sudden, everyone that was in this circle, again, she said they were saved believers, meaning that you're saved and that you have now the Holy Spirit indwells within you. And they all started going up. And, she just said that, people were just in awe. She doesn't know, she said she didn't remember what the people that weren't in the circle were doing. She doesn't remember what they were doing. But as the people in the circle were going up, and she asked her if there was were there walls or anything around this circle? And she said, no, it was just a circle. They were just standing in the circle going inside this triangle that had just opened up. And so they were all going up, and they went through the glass and they went into the atmosphere, into space. And she said that she could see all the black space, and as soon as they got up there, they were going up and up and up. And then as soon as they got up there, they went through a portal I don't know if it was to the left or to the right, but she said they went sideways. And they started going through this portal, and they were just passing all the galaxies, and they could see the planets and other galaxies and all this stuff. And again, she's 11 years old. My daughter doesn't know anything about portals, by any stretch of the imagination. Anyways, I just wanted to go ahead and let you know about this. So then she said she was at peace. They were just all in awe, and that she was at peace. Then the scene changed. And then then she said, I was driving a car and with my two girls. And so it was the three of us. And now I typically drive a black car, but she said we were in a white car. So I think this is very symbolic. And something I forgot to mention. I just remembered when I said the word white. She said that it was snowing outside. She said, like, when all these things, like the aurora lights and everything was happening, she said it was snowing outside. So I'm sorry, I forgot to mention that. It was snowing. So anyways, we'll come back to that. So in the second scene, we're in the white car and I'm driving, and she says she looks up and she sees the moon, and it was like, she said it was at least 5 times bigger than the normal size, but it was a crescent moon. So it's just a crescent moon. Next to the crescent moon, she saw 2 other, what she said were other planets, but in all honesty, I think it might have been the moon, but this is where I don't know. So I'm just going to say what she saw were 2 big white circles next to each other, and then the crescent moon. They were all the same size. And, but like I said, she said they were probably about like 5 times bigger than what we would normally see in the sky. Same color. I don't know if I mentioned that. They were all white. As soon as she saw them, she saw the big one, I'm just going to say they're moons because I'm not really sure. I don't know if they're moons or if they're symbolic for other planets or some twins, something. I don't know. I'm praying that other brothers and sisters know because I'm not sure. It could be the 2 witnesses. This could have a lot of meanings as far as I'm not sure. Like, God is very complex and there's always more meanings than what meets the eye. But anyways, so the one on the, I think the left side crashed, the big one, the big circle crashed into the next circle, then one in the middle, and then they both crashed into the crescent moon. And then as soon as that happened, she said she heard the trumpet. And as soon as the trumpet started to go off, and she said it was just a loud trumpet, just like she always hears in her dreams. She said that she saw the dead rising out of the ground and shooting up as like beams of light into the sky. And then she woke up.